week begins. And on this April 8th, we're going to be talking a little more about Ukraine, and give us your comments if you can. And we're going to talk a little about tomorrow's river cleanup also. And I'm going to put a little plug right now in for the St. Therese fish fry tonight, right? From now till 7, and it's $12 for adults, and they have other options too. And they take debit and credit also. So that's St. Therese at Farnsworth, on Farnsworth and Liberty, I believe, and on the east side. So it's 39 degrees outside, and yeah, it's cool. And we got our Kiwanis one day tomorrow too. It's a river cleanup. So this picture here that we have on the right is the devastation at Bucha, and it doesn't really show the massacre there that happened, but we know there was one, and civilian massacre at Bucha, and this is the credits there for that. And we're not. Ukraine is trying to get back trying to do a little offense, going to do a little defense too, and we hope that can be done fast and effectively. And I'm going to show you some headline here from the. Where did it go? Did I lose it now? Of course, we lost it when I was talking about it. We'll bring it up here in a second. I got a headline from the CNN we're going to bring up. I think we lost it because we did something here. We'll bring it right back. Just to show you what's happening out there with CNN, etc. And we'll just bring that up here. We'll bring it up. And we just got to keep everything going here. And got to keep our prayers up for Ukraine. We're going to bring that down. I'll bring myself down too, maybe, if we can do that. Here we can see the headline from some of the stories. But the one on the left there, they brought radioactivity. That was at Chernobyl. These Russians dug some trenches and probably contaminated themselves and others. And I guess they brought up the radiation levels there. So that's not too good. And can't understand that. That proves they weren't too much in control of what they were doing there. That's just crazy. So, yeah, it's just crazy. And we're going to have refugees going to the border. This is from a few days ago, this shot, going to Poland. It just needs prayer here, and there's several organizations. I mean, more than several. There's a lot of organizations helping out. You got to make sure they're legit. You know, my friends at World Relief are legit. They have brought in, when Ukrainians come to the States for refugee status in resettlement, 40% in the last 15 years or more, about 15 have been from World Relief. I said 40%. So that's very high. And World Relief does a great job. And so you can support them there by getting that link that we have down at the bottom of the screen to help out World Relief. And that you can see there, it's a tinyurl.com and then /2 WVRJ3M3. So that's for World Relief, and just get that going. And we gotta keep praying that Ukraine can hold off or beat back Russia. It's just no other way around it. For democracy, for the church, everything. For truth, we have to be people of truth. And the Russians are just lying right and left. They're even having blessings of priests on some of their genocide. Russell Moore, I think, reported that, or some others have. I think it was Russell Moore I reported that, but anyway, that type of thing is just horrible. And maybe I got that confused. I don't want to spread any wrong things here, but he had stuff about World War II too, so maybe I got myself a little confused there with that one. But I'm almost sure I forgot. I thought it was Russell that said that about the blessings there. Well, I know they've done some of that, so it's not out of realm of possibility. So tomorrow is a special day in Aurora. And now, first, I want to bring this up before I bring up about Aurora. We're hopefully going to have some guests real soon on this one. On the bottom of the screen, I got to get rid of this here. Just a second here. Oh, you guys. As you can see, that's the report from today. There was over 2,000 more deaths. Now cases in Illinois, not deaths. 2,000 cases up to 2,312. This is an uptick from the last weeks. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. It's the highest, I'm pretty sure, in a week or two or more when it was going down. Now it's back up. And in Kane, it was up 86, which is up too. The deaths have been holding low still, but they're not. It's not stopped on that front. So from COVID, so we'll hopefully have some guests real soon. I'm working on bring back my Dr. Harris back. He'll hopefully be back real soon, Dr. Harris. So we appreciate him, and so that's going to be coming up soon. And I just wanted to remind you about the one day tomorrow in Aurora. I'm going to bring up my friends here from Kiwanis, and we're just going to play a little of what we had a few days ago. And you can get this more online about my friends Pat and Mike here. And you can get more of this online. And I'm just going to start this, and we'll just play it a few minutes here. This is Pat Devine on the right, and Mike Francino on the left. So we're going to start this in 1 second here. I'll get this down so everything can be seen. Okay. And I'm down, so we'll start it here. Yesterday, you had a few technical problems, but we got that solved. So we're going to have a special edition today on a Thursday, the last day of the month. And you can see Aurora downtown. You can see the Fox River there. We're going to be talking in the background there. We're going to be discussing the Kiwanis Fox Metro Community River and Creek cleanup with Pat Devine and Mike Francino of the Fox Metro Water Reclamation District. So I'm going to bring up, we'll bring up Mike here, and then I'll bring up Pat. There's Mike, and here comes Pat. They're at their headquarters down in Oswego, and good to see you guys. And welcome to Pat and Mike, and just a big welcome here to you guys. And I'll introduce Pat on the right. Is the Human Resource Coordinator at Fox Metro Water Reclamation District, and he's also a Kiwanis member, just as I am. You can see my cap here. And we're going to have, and Mike in the middle there, Mike Francino, is assistant engineer supervisor at Fox Metro Water Reclamation District, and he's also a Kiwanis member. So we have a Kiwanis contingent down there at Fox Metro. So good to see you guys, Pat and Mike. And we have a special event coming up that they're going to discuss. I'll just give an overview so we can get the discussion going. Pat and Mike are working on the community cleanup service project. The Kiwanis like to call it one day, but that's from the history of fall. It's been around one day we've had, and that's what we're calling it, the Kiwanis. That focuses on the Fox River and Indian Creek, and that's on Saturday, April 9th. That's coming up at 8 till noon. And we have other partners there, and I'm just going to give that, and then we're going to give it to the guys here to talk about this. The partners with the Fox Metro and Kiwanis are the city of Aurora Township, and the Fox Valley Park District. So those are some of the groups and agencies involved, and other community groups too are in there too. So thank you guys for coming. And Pat, you want to give us a little overview of this event down by the river?
Yes, John. This all happened in 2008 when I was a member of Kiwanis, and Joe Hopp was our president at that time, and we got a project put forth by the international people of Kiwanis, and they would have a one day to have people of your community in 4 hours do a great thing to do in all the towns, especially our community of Aurora. And he got to me and he says, Joe said, what can you do? And that's when we started to talk about talking to the cleaning the Fox River and also the Indian Creek, and it was a quite deal in 2008 because we'd never done it before. And we started off at the transportation center, and I died 1,000 deaths of what's going to happen. All these people are going to come and not come. Well, they all came, and we had a great first event, and we're still at it. And this is the 14th annual year. The last 2 years we weren't out there because of the our thing we had, unfortunately, and hopefully it's much better for everybody on the situation. So Mike has been working diligently for many years on this, and it's almost like it's a beautifully run thing on the situation. And Mike is going to go over some things that it takes to in the scope of events and general information of the event. Mike.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, John, for having us. As Pat alluded to, this is our 14th event. We're very excited to have that coming up, as John said, on April 9th between 8 a.m. and 12 at 101 West Illinois Avenue in Aurora. We're hoping for 400 people to come and help clean up parts of the Indian Creek as well as the Fox River. We invite everybody out. It helps beautify the neighborhood. It creates community spirit. And after all this COVID stuff we've all been dealing with, it helps us all to get out of the house. It's a rain or shine event that begins with a light breakfast at 8 o'clock over at the Cole Center. We're going to start with a little bit of scope of the day. We're going to have a group of 100 Waubonsie students working the Indian Creek portion, starting at Molitor Road south down to about 1,000 feet south of Sheffer Road. They're going to go take that responsibility all on their own like they have done annually the last 5 years, and we really appreciate that large group. The area along the Fox River is going to be from Illinois Avenue all the way down to Mill Street in Montgomery. We've had to expand it over the last few years because of the great interest that we've had. The other thing I wanted to mention, Pat, I think you're also proud of the fact that Fox Metro conducts Medication Take Back Day, and we collect unwanted medication, and that's also going to be located in Aurora, but it's going to be at the north end of the Aurora Transportation Center. Our pre-treatment department is preparing for that as we speak. They host events around the area throughout the year, but on April 9th, they're going to be at the north end of the Aurora Transportation Center parking lot, just south of the post office. Guiding people to the site will be signs along Route 25, and it will be clearly marked with our beautiful PR van that'll we should bring in lots of medications to keep that out of the riverways. John alluded to also the different partnering agencies. We couldn't do anything without the Park District. We want to thank them wholeheartedly for their the use that they've invited us to partake in with the Kohl Center. We've sweated those first few 6-8 years, Pat, with the weather would be good, because as I mentioned in the beginning, this is a rain or shine event, but we want it to be a beautiful day. And with the Kohl Center, it helps it, at least for the hosting of breakfast and fellowship, it helps us assure that we have a dry area to use, and we really appreciate that. The Aurora Transportation Center, Aurora Township, I should say, will be providing bus service for our volunteers, which is an excellent addition to the day. The City of Aurora has always been a great partner. They're gonna provide us with tents and banners and grills. Kiwanis members are going to help act as team leaders. Fox Metro has a lot of volunteers. We're going to have 3 trucks there. We're going to run the registration table. We're going to drive pickup trucks, like I say, and grab bags. We collect historically about 40 yards of garbage and tires and whatnot, mattresses, TVs. You should see all the things that we've come up with. After the event, around 11 o'clock, we're going to gather for lunch, brats, meatless choices. There's going to be hot dogs. That's going to be prepared by our very own grill master, Mr. Tom Muth, our district manager. And then I think we'll conclude with maybe we hope a speech by Mr. Devine, welcoming at the beginning and thanking everybody at the end. So we hope to see everybody there.
Yes, it's a very good event, and you guys brought up some things that I'm going to highlight here. I'm going to bring up some photos here from the past. These photos, I don't know, they just sort of say about the day. I'm going to get the oldest photo up first here. I think we'll do that. We're going to show photos here just of the event. So we'll cut off in a minute. This is the one we've been showing around quite a bit. If you see on your right there, that's Rick Guzman. He was a mayoral candidate even, but he's pulling up a laptop. Kiwanis member also. And that was from 2018. Now, you guys, we're then our own. Here's a Kiwanis member, and then another Kiwanis member. I'm going to show another one here. If I can get it here, where'd it go here? Oh, here's another one. Now you can find anything down by the river. Here we found a shopping cart. Oh, Cervantes. We got a shopping cart. So, guys, what can we get this year that's going to be? What do we got coming this year? Yeah, that's what we have there. Just a interesting time down by the river, and I hope you can join us on that day. I'm going to put back up my World Relief here. So I hope you can join us on tomorrow. If you wish, you can sign up at KiwanisOneDay.org, or you can just come down and If you have children under 18, we have a waiver for everybody, but children under 18, you have to have guardian signatures. So that's tomorrow from 8 till noon, and we're going to have a light snack breakfast and then go out about around 9-ish or a little earlier, and then a couple hours, maybe a little more, 11 or a little after, then we head back to the Kohl Center for our lunchtime, which will be, I'll tell you folks, it's bratwurst. So it's a nice grilled bratwurst there. So that's what's going to be happening. So I hope you can join us tomorrow at the Kohl Center and go out in the community. So I'll put that up real fast here. This is what we're talking about. Kiwanis One Day at Imogen Creek. There's the KiwanisOneDay.org. You can get the release there too, the waiver. So we've been talking about Ukraine. We're going to be talking more. We're going to keep pushing on Ukraine. We're just going to keep pushing on that. I want everybody to think and pray for Ukraine. We just got to keep praying for Ukraine. Just keep praying and hoping, and tell our leaders we want more helps for Ukraine, all they can give, because it's for our democracy in the world, and just the world, it's for a better order too. We can't let aggressors win like Mr. Putin. And so let's really get together, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, everybody. Let's just help out Ukraine and move forward there, and just keep praying for Ukraine. As that little logo up in the top corner says too. So all I got to say is we'll see you then on Monday. We're working on that guest. We're always working on that. And so we'll see you then on Monday at 5. Or hopefully maybe we'll see some of you down at our event tomorrow at down at the Kohl Center at 101 West Illinois in Aurora. That's where it starts, 8 o'clock. So all I can say right now, till we meet again, God bless you out there, and we'll see you then very soon again. God bless. Bye-bye, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye now.